Ladies, happy Wednesday. She Can Path Powers here. Ladies, through all of my traumatic seasons, being a domestic violence survivor, fighting through bipolar, going to jail, and going through homelessness and all these losses, I never lost that true spirit to speak up for myself in every season of my life. And that's the motivation I want to give you, ladies. When you're faced with tough situations, because of the things you went through, that other voice that tells you not to speak up, not to take that step, not to take that leap of faith, not to make that call. Make the time for the things you have in your spirit and stop making those excuses. If I can go to jail, go through homelessness, and go through a severe domestic violence relationship, I'm glad I still stay true to my self-care. I kept my vision at the forefront. I had to rebuke all this mental fog and chronic stress out of my head that still comes because of the trauma I went through and create some type of clarity. Get back to the right voice in my life. Get back to the real abundance and openness and creativity I always had. I don't want you ladies to feel slumped by life. I want you ladies to walk through every season of your life knowing you have the power, the voice, and the capability and adaptability to get through all of it. We always think because somebody else outside of ourselves has more jurisdiction, more power. We think we need something outside of ourselves to speak up, to take that leap of faith, to take that class, take that course, teach that class, or write that book, or anything you want to do that you keep putting to the side. Get to the root of it. Because taking action always was easy for me. But when I came out of domestic violence and jail and homelessness, it was hard getting back to normal life for me. My life was always full of just staying true to myself, following my vision and my goals, and really being committed to a bigger purpose outside of myself. But when you go through situations where you lose so much, but then you get to the root of it and you set yourself free and you realize that's what you needed this whole time to get to the root of other things, you realize that these low seasons and setbacks and grief and loss in life is there for you to expand yourself, to take yourself to a new level, to have new power and fortitude in your mind. So when you're faced with life situations, you're still staying true to yourself, still staying true to your routines, keeping your mental, your emotional, and your wellness intact like I did. I refuse, ladies, to let homelessness, jail, or any of these cases or situations I've been through stop me from the vision, the goals, the standards, and the voice and power and confidence and courage I've always had for my life. I'm not letting these traumatic seasons of my life, jail and homelessness and all that, stop me from being a positive, outgoing, courageous person that wants to chase after the things that God put in her heart. This is why any of you out there that are suffering to get back to your life after so much losses, get to the root of it. Don't be afraid to face it. Don't be afraid to go into different rooms and changes and opportunities and transitionings. These are the biggest times of your life to really see that we're worried about the wrong things in life. We're worried about the wrong things. We're focused on the wrong worries and concerns when we should realize that we got to live within our spirit. Living within your spirit is what got me out of all these situations. It's what allowed me to speak up when I was so fearful of not speaking up. It allowed me to realize that I have the power and the courage in every season of my life. No matter how much I lose, I can still own my life.